Hey guys, Dbum here, and today we're in Path of Exile with a build I have been working on pretty much all day. It is a dual totem, elemental, kinetic blast wander, and it is fun. I'm having a lot of fun with it. It uses 4 uniques that are fairly reasonably common and pretty cheap. I plan on using this build in Bloodlines in a couple weeks when I get back to Bloodlines, since I ripped yesterday. So let's get into the build. We are using a Cloak of Defiance, and I took out my 6th link to make it a 5 link for more of a budget friendly deal here. So we're using Range Attack Totem, Weapon Elemental Damage, Kinetic Blast, which doesn't need to be leveled. Level 1 would be better, because we're not really scaling the physical damage, we're just dealing with the deals 120% base attack damage. We're scaling elemental damage. We're using additional accuracy, which isn't that leveled. We get that extra crit strike chance with quality, and a bunch of accuracy rating, which is nice. We're using a LMP for really awesome reasons with this build. We get 3 projectiles of Kinetic Blast, which then produces 4 explosions apiece, so that's 12 explosions going off per cast, and it's casting a lot. So that's that. Get the Alpha's Howl for our auras. We got Reduced Mana, Anger, Discipline, and Arctic Armor in there right now. I would love to have 2 red, 2 blue to get Wrath in there for some extra damage, but hey, it is what it is. We're using Piscator's Vigil. I've got Reduced Mana, Clarity, and Wrath in it. Using Malagar's Virtuosity for the crit and crit multi, and the easy 3 green, 1 blue, which we got Frenzy, Power Charge on crit, faster attacks, and GMP. Now this does no damage with Ancestral Bond for our dual totem, but when you quote unquote crit, you will gain Frenzy charges per hit and power charges when you crit. So you use this just all the time as your totems are up. Other gear, we have some shitty boots that I found in my stash with Castle Damage Taken, Enduring Cry, Increased Duration, and Immortal Call. We've got a random leather belt that was in my stash, a random crit life ring, another random crit life ring, and a random crit life amulet. We are using a garbage shield with enhance, reduced mana, and elemental weakness, which, since we're running a elemental crit build, increases our damage quite significantly. And you could use whatever kind of life flask that you want. I use a Bubbling Divine Life Flask of Staunching, a Surgeon's Eternal Life Flask of Staunching, a Surgeon's Quicksilver Flask of Adrenaline, and a Ziri's Promise, and a Rumi's Concoction for those you never know oh shit moments. The build, we are starting as a witch. We're getting some energy shield, getting some mana, getting some life, wand nodes, Eldritch Battery for the Cloak of Defiance, some life and ES, crit, and accuracy, more life and ES, aura nodes, crit, life, aura nodes. Would like to get these aura nodes, but couldn't really work out with that. Got more crit here with the power charge, more life, aura nodes, Ancestral Bond, the main part of this build, going dual totem, more life, a ton of elemental damage right here, and some life and life regeneration. Now, if I was going softcore, if I was going to do a softcore build, I would go into these over here because you get a ton of damage right here. But I'm trying to keep it a little more survivable, so I grabbed a lot of life. It actually turns out to be about 147% life, which is pretty decent. Not too bad. We're using Cloak of Defiance. We're getting that mind over matter. We're running a level 15 Arctic armor at the moment because of my rings and amulet not having any mana regeneration on it. So that's a thing. If I had some mana regen, we'd probably be able to cap this out at level 20 Arctic armor. We're sitting at 374 mana, which ain't too bad. Not too bad at all. We're sitting at 191 mana regen per second. Capped resists 4,000 life, which is decent. With better gear, you could get a lot higher. Let's get into some gameplay. First, we encounter a group of enemies. We throw down some totems, curse them, and we start spamming our frenzy to gain our frenzy and power charges, and shit melts. Throw down totems, curse, start spamming our frenzy, which doesn't cost anything, costs 24 mana. Our totems with 5 link cost 78 mana and are doing a decent 4k DPS times 3 projectiles, and each projectile can explode 4 times. So if and when those overlap, it can do quite a significant amount of damage. Oh, we got a Rogue Exile here. Gotta love some Rogue Exiles. Take her out. I mean, it's not as fast as some builds can be, but it's decent and it's fun. Pretty damn fun, in my opinion. And we take her out there. Arctic Armor wants to level up, but I don't want it to because I can't maintain the mana cost. What do we got here? Another Rogue Exile. Oh yeah, these Rogue Exiles are really after me, aren't they? The cool thing is about these totems is you don't have to worry about reflect. And you can just throw your totems in, they get targeted by all the enemies. And it is a good time. I really enjoyed the old totem builds of the past, and I think some of them are coming back around with a lot of these changes to the trees. So for general mobbing, you know, in a level 75 plateau map, pretty much wrecking everything. I mean, some of these Rogue Exiles can be a pain for a lot of different builds, but is what it is. And as I can pick up some new gear, I can change up some of this gear and get a little more survivability, do a little bit better. So this build can get better if you have good gear, and you can do probably more damage if you have. Here's a reflect pack. Awesome. We're not gonna take any damage. My totems are... Ain't that right, totems? You just go and die. Yes. Throw this totem right there. There we go. So, this ain't a bad build. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I plan on doing this in Bloodlines. I'm having a great time with it, so... Should be good. Should be fun. Hopefully I can get a character back up in Bloodlines. And we got a reef map. Sweet. Saints Hopper. Pick that up. Now, if I can get some good gear, like some good gear, I will try at Zeri with this build and see if it works. If it works, I would be so happy. The only thing I can see going wrong is having to constantly throw these fucking totems up because they're just getting wrecked. But that's all good. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I will greatly appreciate it. It helps me figure out what you guys like, what you guys don't like, and yeah, keeps me wanting to make more video content, more gaming content of every game that I currently am playing. And you guys have a wonderful day. See you on the next one.